Okay, here we are with my 2004 Ford F150. I have the wrench on, which means it's in limp mode, and also have the check engine light. I've run a couple codes through the free diagnostic at either AutoZone or O'Reilly's, and they came up with the codes, and I ended up falling into that trap of replacing part after part, which is, we all know, is a taboo thing to do. I've replaced the rear differential speed sensor, I've replaced the throttle positioning sensor, and the entire throttle body. And to my lack of surprise, the check engine light did not come off, neither did the wrench. So all this is about the fuel filter. We all know that removing the forward line of the fuel filter is BITCH. So I'm going to show you a little trick that I use that hopefully will help you. I'm not going to go underneath the vehicle again to go through it. There's a number of videos out there that go in depth on how to remove it. I'm just going to show you a trick I used that did not require that fuel filter extraction tool, because even I went to the lowest setting at 3/8 and it still would not remove. So I'm just going to show you a trick that I did. So all you really need is a Sharpie, a carpenter's knife, or a knife like this you can buy at any store, and here's your fuel filter. So what I did was that I cut about, you can see, maybe a 1/2 inch off the Sharpie lid. And after I cut it off, I sliced it down the middle so I'd be able to split it and put it over the line of the fuel filter. Here's what it looks like. Crude. It didn't look this way before I used it, but make sure that both ends are pretty flat. And then what I did is I put it on the fuel filter itself, and I pushed it toward, like it says, I pushed it toward the front of the truck, pushed it to the right, and I used just a flathead screwdriver, and I just kept forcing it in there. Now what I did is that I had already taken my fuel filter out of the bracket, so I was able to work with it easier. So this was off the bracket. I took the 1/2 inch Sharpie lid, forced it to the right, and kept working it with my flathead screwdriver and pulling on both sides until it finally worked free. To me, that was the easiest. I spent a couple hours trying to work it with the extraction tool, which wouldn't fit around, and every other thing that was recommended. So if you want a cheap alternative, try a Sharpie lid. Yeah, you're gonna have to probably go out and buy your wife a new Sharpie pen, but hey, that's fairly inexpensive. All right, I hope this helps you guys, and good luck.